Hello and welcome back to the Dolecast, episode 109. Wow. Before I reveal our guest for this week, even though you've seen it in the thumbnail and the title, I just want to tell you about a few things. I want to thank, firstly, Great Outdoor Barbecue Co. for sponsoring the episode. We love them. They love us. More about them later. But also, on the 18th of October, this will be out before then, all being well, I will be at the OES Centre destroying John Devlin in a roast battle. I have been out in the field digging his grave for a while now. I've been to B&Q, I've bought my spade, and I'm going to bury him. So that's on the 18th of October at the OES Centre. Justin Freeburn is hosting it. Me and John are roast battling each other. John will be on the podcast next week to try and defend himself, all being well. You will be able to, but that's next week. Buy your tickets to that. Thank you very much. My guest this week, however, on the podcast, Rachel Brady. How are you?
Hello, everybody.
Returning guest.
I'm so excited to be here.
Are you?
Yes,
Good.
So excited.
We just were reminiscing that it's been 8 months.
Know.
Which, to be honest, I thought it was like over a year, but that's time flies, you know.
A lot has happened.
A lot has happened.
Those 8 months.
There was a lot of stuff that you had not mentioned, but like sort of hinted at, but couldn't talk about at the time, which is very cool to say. You're now with I don't know if I can say this, so if I can't, I'll cut it out. You're with management now.
Technically, I'm under a management now.
Had to get permission from the management to be in the podcast.
Excited.
Very cool. Who
am I?
I know.
Who literally am I?
How big do you think this podcast?
Yeah, talk to her.
I'm excited to tell them all about it.
Really good.
Yeah.
I hope you big it up to them that this is highly prestigious. This is a big deal. Big famous Northern Irish comedian.
Yes.
Slay. Destroying the open mic scene. For better or for worse. Yeah. But yes, you've since the 8 months you competed in a certain competition.
Yes.
And I don't know anything about this whatsoever.
Okay.
And I deliberately I was gonna be like, I deliberately didn't look it up. I just have no idea. So you took part in Miss Northern Ireland, didn't you?
Yes, the Miss Northern Ireland competition. So
yeah.
Will I just tell you the goss? Okay.
Spill the tea, girl.
Well, when I was on this podcast, that was January.
Yeah.
And the heats, so they have loads of heats, like over like from January to the last one's like a few weeks before the final, right?
Okay.
So I did the one at the end of January.
Yeah.
Went into it blind. I was like, I have no idea what to expect here. So went into it, I was like, oh yeah, it's good, whatever. But I didn't get through on that heat. But Victoria, that was in January, right? So Victoria was like, come back and do it again. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, do you know what? I will. I actually really enjoyed it because I was really nervous going into it, right? So went back and did a heat at Horatio Todd's, and that was in March.
Right, okay.
And so usually 2 from each heat get through into the final. So they had already announced the 2, and I was like, oh, no. Oh, ding-a-ling-ling.
Management's been like, we've just looked this podcast up, get off it now.
Get off. No, so 2 from each heat go on, and then they were like, actually, we're going to have a third person.
Okay.
And I was like, right, I could get this.
Okay, yeah.
And they were like, yeah, Rachel Brady. And I genuinely, you can see in the video, there's a video of it, and I'm like, are you having a laugh?
Yeah.
Like, what? So yeah, we did that. And then, so there's loads of sponsors and everything, which is great. And they basically give you like a 5-star treatment all the way up to the final. Like I was getting my teeth whitened, I was getting tan.
Yes, I saw this. Yeah.
Unreal.
Do they ask you to make content based around that, or just like?
Yeah. So because the sponsors obviously they give lots to the competition, so it's only fair that as a finalist you give back. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, you just make loads of content, but it's so fun. Like it's so good. I was getting facials and all too.
Nice.
I know.
Listen. What more can you ask for? So how many heats is there across Northern Ireland, you know?
There's a fair few.
Right,
I can't name off the top of my head, but they are all.
You think someone that's done all this?
Yeah, I know. Sorry, that's really bad. I shouldn't have. No, I actually don't know. There is like loads because there was like 27 or 28 finalists.
Right. Okay. Oh wow. Okay. So there's loads of finalists. And did you make it to the final?
Yeah. Yeah.
I can really market this podcast with Northern Ireland, Miss Northern Ireland finalist, returns.
Returns.
Aaron Butler hosted the final, didn't he?
Oh, I love Aaron Butler. I love him. He's so fun.
Wow. 12th of October, Bad Otter Comedy Club.
Oh, no way.
Me and Buttman tearing it up. And loads of others, but we'll be there. Buy tickets. But
buy tickets, sorry.
Buy tickets. But that's class.
I love him. He came to boot camp.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, you have boot camp, which is like they show you how to do your walk and like take like loads of photos and stuff.
Nice.
And he was at boot camp, and he actually made us play a wee game. It was actually quite good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And he had just scrambled up a wee ball and threw it around, and you told a fact about yourself.
Okay. Look at
or
Mr. Icebreaker. Yeah,
I know it was a good icebreaker.
Yeah.
I can't remember what actually it was. I think it was like a core memory as a child or something was one of the questions you could choose.
Deep cuts with the
I know.
Buttman. That's what it was called.
It got thrown to me, and I was like, God.
Did you have a deep memory as a child?
I felt really pathetic after I said mine, right? Because everyone was like saying really good, like high achieving things as children. I was like meeting Ariel at Disneyland.
I mean, it's a deep memory.
It's a core memory. It's a core memory.
Speaking of core memories, did you see Inside Out 2?
Yes!
That's really good.
Oh my God, I loved it. I was near in tears.
I don't want to say I was near in tears, but it was...
But were you?
I was near in tears.
It's really emotional. It's emotional.
It's emotional.
Isn't it?
See, the bit in the first one that always gets me is when your wee elephant guy, Bing Bong, down that wee pit, he's all like, send Riley to the moon. Yeah, well, I will, mate. I'll do it, man. Really good movie. You had to clean sick up, didn't you?
Oh.
During Inside Out 2, I had to clean up a child's popcorn vomit, during a screen that probably, I'm going to say, had 210 people in it. During the movie? During it, it wasn't over, it was still on.
In with the mop
bucket. At a certain point, I just kind of looked up and watched it for 10 seconds. I was like, this looks good. I did one of those things. It was obviously cinema's in the complete darkness.
Yeah.
I hear about it. I don't even know if I mentioned.
Also, you work in a cinema as opposed to just like I was just decided to clean up this child's sick. Yeah.
I announced that Aaron is here. Like I'm not a ghost behind the camera. When the cinema's obviously very dark apart from the actual screen.
Yeah.
So I went to sit down because I didn't want to stand up because people camped beside me or couldn't see the film. Whatever.
Yeah.
I just felt a nice little cold tingle down my arm. And realised that the child had not thrown up onto the ground, but she'd thrown up onto the ground, and the chair to the right of her, and the chair to the left of her, she must have went like boss nass, like just.
You put your hand on it?
I accidentally put.
Did you put your hand?
My lower part of my left arm
into
it, but you know what it was though? I just went, I'm here, I'm not. And I just wiped it, and then
chopped them up, got the tongue out.
I went to the guys. I went, thank you, sorry about that.
Yeah.
And it smelled like it was.
Yeah, I can imagine.
That's vile.
And then I walked out. As soon as that door closed, I started screaming. I went, get the toilet, and I just started rubbing it.
I would have said I'd like to go home with full pay.
That was like my second week working there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's vile.
Anyway,
but good movie though.
Very good movie.
Yeah.
Love Inside Out. I think is one of my favorite Disney movies.
Interesting. I would go. I mean, I'm a big Toy Story guy, big Monsters Inc. guy.
Monsters Inc.'s a good one too. Monsters University is a good one.
Yeah. University's not like Monsters Inc. whatsoever. Use my cap on all that. But anyway, you were Aaron Butler was playing a game about core memories. So you, in terms of obviously, was there after your initial heat where you got like the third place?
Yeah.
Was that straight to like semi-final, quarter-final, or was it like?
So yeah, you kind of that's you into the final then.
Oh, okay, so it's just like
it's just
yeah.
But so yeah, you do loads of like content days as well for like all the different sponsors and stuff. So we did go-karting. That was really fun. Like that was
and they all pay for all this?
Yeah. No, like you just show up and look pretty.
Is there a Mr. in Northern Ireland?
There actually used to be a Mr. Northern Ireland.
Bring it back. But I'm the only person that's allowed down there. It's just me.
It's
only
one person.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was a Mr. Northern Ireland because everyone keeps asking that, and I was like, there actually was.
Okay.
But so there was go-karting. There was a shooting range day, which unfortunately I couldn't attend. What else was there?
Okay.
Day.
Just like firing Glocks. A shooting range.
I don't know. Actually, well,
Yeah.
And then spa day at the Culloden.
They're very different.
Yeah.
Let's get out in the range, guys.
But it's like
put cucumbers in your eyes and we'll give you a manicure.
But you're Miss Northern Ireland, you're multi-talented.
That's
you know
it.
what I mean?
That's it.
Miss Northern Ireland girl boss.
There's a talent show, isn't there?
There was a talent show.
Yes.
And I did Irish dancing.
Yes. Now, if you can't say this, don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
Was there, I mean, you said there's like 28 finalists?
Yep.
Was all the talent good?
I'd say it was actually pretty decent. You know, to be fair, not everybody, like, you didn't have to do it.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what I mean?
So you didn't have to take part.
But, okay, everyone give it a good go. It was a bit of crack, do you know what I mean?
people tried. Yeah. No, I'm joking.
No, it was actually, I think it was more just everyone was doing it for the crack, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Was there a winner of that? Was that just like...
Yeah, there was a winner. Oh, yes, Kayla Cara. She was an amazing singer. Like, really. So, if you win, so there's like categories that you can enter as well. So, like, if you win a category, which a talent show was, you got straight into the semi-final at the final, if that makes sense.
So, okay, so is it like you turn up to the final, but then within that, you could get put out on the day before you get to the final?
So, there's usually a top 15 or a top 12, and then from that, there's a top 5, and then a top 3, and then Miss Northern Ireland.
How do they actually decide who becomes Miss Northern Ireland?
You're basically monitored from... You're monitored from like when you get through to that heat till the final. You're just being like monitored the whole time, like on socials, like how you go about your appointments with your sponsors. Everybody has eyes. Do you know what I mean? That's
wild.
So you have to be on your best
form.
Best form.
Yeah,
but
that's wild. Mm-hmm. Like, is there a sense of like, if you're not putting out content, you're kind of like on the back foot a little bit, and you're kind of like, oh, I need to post something today, or I need to do something today because other people are doing it, so I need to do it. To be
fair, like, so if you go in on the earlier heats, obviously you have to keep the momentum flowing throughout the whole time. Yeah. So it is, like, it can be hard at points because you are looking at everybody, you're like competing with everybody else, do you know what I mean? So you are looking, being like, oh no, like I should probably up my game. Do you know what I mean? So there is like an element of like
yes, if you're seeing other people doing it and you're like, I probably need to make sure I'm doing at least the same as them or more. That's very interesting. So like, and obviously as well, you know, as someone that wants to go into the, I don't want to say the influencer business, but you know what I mean, like that sort of that realm, that industry, you know, like it's good to be getting all these companies like, you know, going to these appointments and sponsoring you and getting to know you and stuff like that, and you know, if you maybe even do a good job with their, you know, posting about their content in the first place, I might go, oh, we take her back, actually, we kind of like her.
100%. Like, it was the best experience. Like, I don't have a bad thing to say about it. Like, I'm so glad that I did it, because I was going into it, I was a wee bit like, oh, I don't know if this is my kind of thing. Yeah. And then when I went into it, I was like, this is the best thing ever.
And is it the sort of thing like anyone can sign up for it, can they?
Yeah, so you just put an application form in, or they approached me on Instagram. And then you can... So I still had to put an application form in.
They approached you?
So, yeah, they messaged me on Instagram.
Yeah.
And previously, they had messaged me before, and I was like, oh, I'm not too sure. Mm-hmm. And then my mates went on it last year, and I was like, do you know what? That actually seems like a really good idea. And then, so I went on it. I still had to send in an application form or whatever, you know. But, and then you just go to the heat, and there can be, like, 20 girls at the heat. There can be, like, 10 at the heat. It doesn't matter.
For like a 4-man heat,
so
you're like, I have chances here.
Honestly, it's like you could show up and you don't know what to expect. But no. If anybody, I know there's been a few girls that have been messaging me after it. If you want to go for it, please do, because you will not regret it. It is the best thing.
Go for it.
Go for it. Honestly,
machine on fire. Go for it, girls.
No,
I'll see you at the shooting range. But no, really good experience.
Yeah, no, I've made the bestest of friends there as well.
So.
All amazing girls.
And you're all still in contact with
them? We still talk today. Actually, there was a message in the group chat yesterday because one of the girls met James Charles.
Yeah.
Really sad I didn't.
May as well tell this story. So it was our staff do on Wednesday night.
Yep.
Oh, yes, you texted me with this.
Yes.
So
obviously I did.
Our staff do Wednesday night. We ended up in Boombox, right? And you know what they say? Two legends cannot coexist. I left Boombox, right? You're still there.
Yeah.
5 minutes later, who's in Boombox?
Just 5 minutes later, we're standing outside in the smoking area. Security goes, everybody, please move, please move. Security was really rude to me, by the way. Please move, and I just kind of moved to the side, and he's like, oh, you could do it any slower? And I kind of went, I'll knock your...
Yeah.
So, but then 2 seconds later, James Charles walks like an inch right past me, and I go, is that James Charles?
No
he
way.
had his own private... I saw a TikTok, actually, of someone from that same night just following around the window.
I saw that
Someone
as
just
well.
following
Actually,
him about.
Yeah.
yes,
And I was,
somebody.
like, almost looking for myself in the background of that video, being like, I am.
I could be there.
Yeah.
Oh my, were you in that video?
No, I wasn't. But
Oh,
I
you were
was
just
in
there
the
at that
area.
point.
I was in the general vicinity.
Yeah.
No, stop.
Like,
I absolutely shot myself in the foot because
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a fan of James Charles, right? I'm not gonna lie, right?
Yeah, okay, fair.
And so I saw he was coming to Belfast, right? But I put in my thing, for some reason, I saw that he was coming today, like the 4th of October, right? So I was like, slay, in the diary. And then I woke up at 12:30 when he was in that meet and greet.
You put it in
Casper.
your diary?
I put it
James
in
Charles
my
is coming?
diary.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I know. Because I was like, okay, it'll be a gag. We'll
Yeah.
see if we can get to see him.
Yeah.
And then I woke up at 12:30 and I was like, you've literally missed it.
So yeah, I would have had the alarms out there. Because I was in, it was Be Perfect that he was in?
Yeah.
So I was in Be Perfect the same day, the week before, not just shopping. I
Right.
was there with, Jerry Labs.
Yes, I do, actually.
So I was doing a Q Radio event and was walking.
Oh,
Yes.
I saw that. Oh my God, Jerry,
Yes.
that's so funny.
He's great.
Love
I was
him.
walking about with him, and we were in Be Perfect, and I was like, "This is where Louis Walsh was," and he was all being Louis and all. And who else was here? Who was here with Louis Walsh? Ekin-Su, that's who it was.
Ekin-Su,
Yeah.
I love Ekin-Su.
Yes, you strike me as someone that loves all these like people, like these like reality like.
I do.
influencer
I love
people.
it.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
friends are like, Rachel, what's the hype? Like, what's the crack,
Yeah.
right? Because I went to this event start of August, and like all the influencers were there, obviously, right? But I'm like, right, we have to be part of the crowd. You know?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Here. Speaking of which, if you want me to cut this out, I will. Obviously, last time you were on here, we chatting about influencers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And you mentioned that someone you admire as an influencer was Shane Morgan.
Yeah.
Me and Shane been on the DMs back and forth,
Have
back and forth.
you?
Yeah.
Really?
He had said yes to come on the podcast and then never got arranged. But I mean, he's selling jerseys or something now.
Well, I
so-
text him now and ask him.
Do you know him now personally?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
We've
Yeah.
got
Machine
steps
guns back
in the
out.
road. Well, I text him like, hurry up and get
Yeah.
on. I
You
actually,
should say I'm on the Dolecast right now.
I'm on the Dolecast.
You have 10 minutes.
You have 10 minutes.
Get here before half
I
past.
actually asked him for a jersey myself. Shane, where is it?
And he hasn't
No.
pay up, you know.
Rude.
But yeah, we was back during the TikTok live days, which you know what, it could still come back. You know, I actually when I first was like, I want to do TikTok live, I think you were the person I texted to be like, does this work in terms of getting followers and getting like eyes on your content? And you're like, yeah, it does. It does. Turns out,
It really does.
there was a one night, like there was a few of ours popped off. I don't know what was going on. Just absolutely like hundreds of people on them. But yeah, shout out Shane. Shane came into the live one night and was just
Did he?
he came in like a good few times. He's just chatting away and like had agreed to come on. So Shane, we'll get it on. I mean, do you two know each other well?
Yeah, no, because he was at that event that I was at.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah. You've been at a lot of events since. I don't want to gloss over Miss Northern Ireland, but you know
No, yeah.
welcome back
To be
to
fair, that was the last one I was at.
Mhm.
And then I can't remember before that.
it was. I don't know him outside of like TikTok and Instagram. Like I've never.
Oh yeah,
met
he's
him or
actually a
anything
really
like
nice guy. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
yeah.
he's like at the end
Just
of
a
the day,
normal
he's a
guy.
normal
Yeah,
guy.
but I think
Do you know what I mean? I feel like
that's the
that's so
case with a
cliche to
lot of them. Is just like
Yeah.
not that I'm grouping James Charles and Shane in the same bracket, but like maybe not. So maybe not James Charles, more Ekin-Su. Like they're just people, aren't they? You're on
Yeah.
Love Island, but like you're just a person. But like James Charles has just been doxed everywhere he's gone. Like I think he's staying in Grand Central.
Did he?
Yeah,
I was trying to figure that out.
he's still here.
He's still here.
He's still
Will
in
we
the country.
go find
Do you know
him?
how I know? I have an inside agent who informed me that he'll be at Prison Island tonight, day of the recording.
Will we go to Prison Island after this?
I can't, but I mean I'll be in Belfast later on, and I'm like might just pop
Where
around.
is Prison Island?
In Belfast somewhere. You know what? Let's just get it all on the table. A person that so me and Aaron used to work the same job. We still work the same job, but different company. The person that used
It's in our clause that we have to work together.
yeah, literally. I said this to we had a staff do that, and I was like, this is our third staff do together. But like, it's not like we met each other obviously through the job. Like we've known each other all our lives, but third staff do. Our old manager, who, I'll leave it at that. No, I wasn't gonna name her, but I was gonna comment on her managerial skills.
I was gonna comment. That was a fancy sentence. I was going to comment on
managerial
our
skills.
managerial skills.
Yeah. pull that out of nowhere. But she
Couldn't manage a 5-a-side.
she couldn't.
Whoa.
She couldn't. I mean, I would say thrown into dead on in person, thrown into the deep end with a flagship store. Couldn't handle the sauce. Had to get out of the kitchen. Couldn't handle the heat. Had to get out of the kitchen. Went to Prison Island. Has now left Prison Island, so all's good. But I might have to cut this. I don't know. I've heard from an inside agent who works at Prison Island that it's in their diary. James Charles is coming there tonight. To basically, he's making all this content about like things to do in Belfast when you're here. So
I love that.
Boombox and Prison Island, and I don't know, staying in Grand Central. But
Grand Central's bougie.
it is bougie. It is bougie. I personally never stayed by. Obviously, the wee concierge out the side with his wee hat.
Aye.
And he's all like,
Yeah. Do you know what? Expected though. Do you know what I mean?
expect. Oh, from a
As
hotel
in-
that bougie. Yeah. But yeah, it's a bit wild that James Charles is just here. Like
He's just floating about,
he's just
breathing Belfast air.
because I had said I was walking with Belfast and a friend of mine texted in our group chat. James Charles is just walking in front of me right now, and I was like, mad. Then 2 seconds later, came around the corner, bumped into that friend that had texted that into the group chat, and I was like, where is he? I was like, I can smell him. He must be about here somewhere. Never saw him. But I can't believe he was in Boombox. Not
That
at the
is
same time as you,
outrageous.
but
Like-
obviously I'd gone.
I would be rigid.
Yeah, because there's the wee reserve bit upstairs in Boombox.
I've never been to Boombox.
Well, it was my first time on Wednesday.
It's the downstairs, but it's not Boombox. Maverick.
Oh, was
Yeah,
it upstairs for Maverick?
So Boombox upstairs.
Yeah.
Maverick is down. Okay.
Oh, here, I did not know that.
Yeah. So
Maverick's good crack. Like, I thoroughly enjoy Maverick.
I see. I'd never been in general, and Boombox
Aye.
is okay. When we entered, it was early to be fair, but when we entered, it was a ghost town. Like you would have
Yeah.
thought it was just. You would have thought. Yeah, you'd have thought our manager had booked the place out, but yeah, no, it's James Charles. What can you
Alright,
do?
brief interruption. See if I open this, will it be like ASMR?
ASMR, yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna miss it. It was gonna be really awkward.
I know, I thought I was
yeah,
going to do
yeah.
that as well. I hope that sounds good when I play it back, or if it doesn't, I'll be really sad.
I think I'll enhance it. Were you producing 8 months ago when Rachel was on, or was it Ben?
It was Ben.
Ben.
Yes, do you know why? Because you told the story about Peace Worldwide, and I wasn't there for that. But
Oh,
Rachel
yeah.
got the reaction. Of
Oh
Yeah.
my,
Like
that
So evil.
was phenomenal for me, but
So
also
evil.
the cruelest thing ever.
Oh yeah, it was are we talking about?
yeah, I mean yeah.
Quickly.
Every time you're on, we'll just do the same story. But it was just I
I'm
had,
here now.
yeah. I had been approached by a company and when I'm like 15, 16 to like be, clothing company. I was like, oh, this is awesome, brilliant. Join the Zoom meeting. Gene McKnight's doing it. All these people are doing it, and then it was just you, wasn't it? It's just you, wasn't it? Ben Lonsdale's fighting.
So you've seen the video of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You show me the
That was-
reaction of it.
That's a 45-minute Zoom call.
45 minutes.
They made me wait for ages,
Like 10, 15 minutes.
and I was like,
And then we start.
Wait, so what
So,
did
like-
you say to get him on the call?
it was weeks of
Oh,
like,
this wasn't like a day job.
no,
yeah.
it
Oh
was
yeah,
like,
no.
we
That is
posted them.
actually.
of like let's boom, like the messages like,
Yeah.
hey, you can do this? Can you post this on your story? Can you do this? Can you do
Did
that?
you post it on your
Yeah, I
story?
posted like shouting them out in the podcast and all that stuff. There's probably a podcast you can probably find it where I'm like, shout out.
Can I just ask, like, why?
Okay.
Yeah, why?
Yeah, like,
no, because I think,
Yeah, why?
I think this is.
Because I've done nothing to you. I had done nothing to you.
Me personally, nothing. I just thought it was funny.
what was funny?
Daniel made a video on Ben Lonsdale being like trying to convince him that he was an influencer, like fan bites or something.
Yeah, it's called fan bites.
And you were
Yeah.
like, which is a real website.
But
but
it's-
you posed to be like one from fan bites.
But-
Like, hey, we've seen your content. Like we love your.
Do you know what's
TikToks.
mental? He wasn't even trying to be an influencer or anything.
No.
It was just he posted a couple of TikToks that maybe had gone like a bit
I'll
viral.
do that. And then he was like, "Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna do this or not." And the video didn't really go anywhere because eventually he just said no.
Yeah.
And you're like, "Oh, we nearly got him." And then he came and he was like, "Oh, we need to get back it down in here." And I was like, "All right, what do you want to do?" And he's like, "I'm gonna." But so he made us second, but he had DMs as on the account he made, right? So he had to block Daniel's main account and just text him something weird, right?
That happened.
There was a lot of, I will say, there's a lot of stuff that you should have caught on in the beginning.
But I think it's more, you guys sold it very well when I was texting. He's been like, this has happened, and they're like, oh, what, send DMs and send DMs. I'm like, this is mad. You know, Jim McKnight, all these people. Do you know what it was? Do you know what it was? There was a few names were floated about that I was like, I don't even know who those guys are, but like, this is cool. It was like Jim McKnight and like all like another girl or another whatever, and I was thinking like, I don't even know who these people are, but this is cool. It was an Ulster rugby player or something that I didn't really know or heard of. I was like,
but was the account not like didn't have any followers, or did it?
I have no idea.
How much?
Because it was like his spare account or something.
But it wasn't loads,
right.
but it wasn't.
Yeah, but it
wasn't small. It was like a wee. So I was like, oh, this is mad, and I was just totally banjaxed by my mates.
That is no. I mean, I have to give you a round of applause for that. Because you put in a heavy shift for that.
Wipe the smell of your feet.
Yeah, that is commitment.
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
a hard bit.
Yeah,
it's a hard bit.
And do you know
so
that's
funny.
That's weeks of plan and execution.
Yeah.
For the Zoom call was our big moment. That was the big thing for us. It was like, let's get him here.
You got me.
Yeah,
but the reason, Ben's away to France. Ben's gone.
Oh.
I nearly opened with Ben's gone and was glad I said France first because it sounded like he died during the last 8 months. No, Ben's away to France for a year, but I was just...
Oh, why?
Uni. So I was just like, do you know what we should do? We should just fly over to France and surprise him, not tell him.
You might have to cut this bit out.
But the thing is, he wouldn't know when.
Oh.
So he would just be about one day, and I'd grab him, put a sack over his head, and tie him up, and hopefully he'd wet himself or something.
Because we wouldn't have to ask for his address because we just have snap maps.
But that's what I mean.
The
thing is,
we're plotting here.
But the thing is, he would never even if I could text him and be like, just so you know, I'm coming to get you in Paris, and he'd be like, that's great, mate. A month could go by and he has no idea, and one day I just grab him, throw him through a shop window or something.
Black van that I'm
hire car and everything.
He's really going for it with each other, don't you?
These are
like, yeah, we're gonna kidnap.
But yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. You know,
bring him an elf surprise just in time for Christmas.
So where'd you buy these? At a Spar, and it's the 4th of October.
Like, I just picked them up.
Ridiculous.
$125. Also, can I just add? Why are things so expensive?
They are, especially in cinema. But
cinema. Here. Oh my, sorry. Reminder when we were talking about Inside Out, doing the cups you can get.
Yes.
I got 2.
Wow.
I know.
Where would you go?
What do you mean?
What cinema chain would you go to?
Oh, it was
Omniplex.
It was what's that one down at SSA? Is it Cineworld? Yeah.
Very interesting. I'm going to the Avenue tonight.
Oh, here the Avenue's
first time.
Great. Avenue's great.
What did you see in the Avenue?
I went to see the new Hunger Games with my sister.
Oh, fair.
It's great.
Did you get food there?
We got drinks. I got a cocktail and I had like candy floss on it and all.
Was that related to the movie, or was that just
it was just a random cocktail, but it's really nice. Sorry, that was a really random interruption.
No, don't worry. Yes, I'm going tonight to see Joker in the Avenue.
Very good.
Yeah, so I'll be.
Who are you going with?
My girlfriend. So we'll be.
You're in a happy, lasting relationship then?
Well, yeah.
How's that feel?
I hesitated there. It's great. Yes. No, it's good.
I was gonna say, how's that feel? Because I can't relate.
Well, it's good because
a couple of parasocial comments will be on it.
Yeah. Well, no, it's excellent actually. But
by the way, Luke.
I'll try with elf.
I try one. It is an elf surprise at the end of the day. I did get a fizzy one. How dare you give one back? There is a fizzy one. Oh, they're sweet or sour. That makes sense. Sorry, continue.
No, don't worry. Do a mukbang. But I'd love to do a mukbang. Here, remind me after. We'll talk about my 5K this morning. Yeah, nightmare. I signed up to a PT. Oh my goodness gracious. I crawled back to the house. But you think I'm joking?
You think I'm joking?
Not a lot of people stopped me to ask if it was okay. But son, do you want to lift? I'm fine. But no,
they're lovely.
I remember hearing you on a podcast talking about some guy. I think we talked about it last time as well, but some guy, some sort of holiday boyfriend or something. I think we talked about it last time.
Do you know what? That hoodie on that bed gives me extreme PTSD from the green childish hoodie. Did you get a sour one?
I thought you were having a fit. I thought you were having a fit. I was like, oh my goodness. During the podcast, man. Anyway.
Yeah, no. We'll just keep talking while he's having a fit on the floor.
Partially, you're concerned. You're like,
Well, I mean,
time and a place, mate.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that was last year's holiday. If you know, you know, like.
Mm-hmm. Guys, just taking a wee quick break from the main episode so I can tell you a little bit about our podcast sponsorship, Great Outdoor Barbecue Co. Guys, summer's over. We're heading into the off-season, Christmas time. But fear not, exclusively on the Go Barbecue Instagram page, the guys over there are doing some exclusive deals. You gotta snap these up because they'll go, okay? It's off-season, but fear not. Go Barbecue Co. have a great range of indoor and outdoor stoves and heaters that you need. You're going to need them for the winter, I'm telling you now. And don't come back to me when you don't have them and the deals are gone. They're doing great deals over there. You may have heard me before talking about the raffles that they do as well. No more third-party raffles. These guys are setting up their own raffle account on Instagram, Go Barbecue Lad Raffles, where they're going to be giving away some amazing prizes each month. Guys, you'd be a fool to miss this. They love us. I certainly love them. They're doing some great things over there. And you need to get after these deals, guys. Follow Go Barbecue Lad Raffles and make sure you're following the Go Barbecue Instagram page so you can take advantage of those exclusive deals. Cheers. Back to the podcast.
I went on a podcast before and talked about it, to be fair.
Yes, I think that's where I heard it.
Yeah.
Is your friends?
It's not up now anymore, but
I got in before the firewall went up. But you were in Malia this year.
I was in Malia this year, yeah.
Yes.
No holiday romances this time.
No.
Learned from our
really?
mistake. Oh yeah.
No, just kept it strictly professional when you were over there.
I mean, I did get tonsillitis.
Yes, because I only saw this through your Instagram stories and private stories and stuff. Yeah. A lot of days you're in the hospital, stuff like that. What happened?
So basically, we were there for like 2 weeks, and we were like, we're just gonna have a good time because basically we were out there to do some work, right? Well, I'm gonna eat this bit of elf here. Don't worry. Before I start speaking.
You look like you want to feel. I actually thought you'd lost an eye. Not sweet. I was like, oh no, man. Producer podcast.
Really sore?
Lovely. I got the sour one.
Oh, is it really sore?
I'll try one, sure.
Alright, try one.
I'll try. I'll go for a wee look at it.
Incapacitated.
Well, that's it, mate. I'm hoping you're able to tell a story here, so that if I get a sour one, I don't have to speak.
Don't worry.
It might kick in a second if you do get the sour one. Or you could get the sweet one.
I don't know. It's hard to tell.
You have to keep on eating.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There it is. There it is.
You don't like sour sweets?
To an extent, toxic waste.
I don't really vibe with toxic waste.
I'd love to do a toxic waste challenge or something. But
I think I'm really sore though.
One's got like Coke in it.
Alright.
one sends the jaw swinging. But yeah, so you're in Malia.
Yeah, so we're in Malia. We'd been there for like 2 week holiday. So like obviously we had went out and we didn't have last time I spoke to you, we didn't have a ticket booked home.
Yes, you just one way.
One way. Mm-hmm. So we still had one way at this point, right? So got there, went out like 2 weeks passed by. We're fine. We're living our life. And then I'm out on the strip and my throat is like almost burning. Like there's just something not right. Yeah. And I was like, well, this is not sensible, by the way, don't do this. But I was like, just take a few more drinks, numb the pain.
It's the ice, isn't it?
There's something, I don't know what's in those drinks.
I'm telling you, it's the ice.
Really?
Because
Alex Jones.
It's the ice in the water. Sorry. I'm so
sorry. You're so passionate about this ice.
It's the ice in the water. Turn the friggin' frogs gay. But no, no. Do you know what it is? Because obviously in those countries,
you're not meant to
drink tap water. But the way they get all their ice is by just freezing tap water. Mm-hmm. So the ice that you're drinking, that's melting in your drinks and everything, is obviously then going down your throat. So that is my theory. And you know what I'm thinking as well? Probably all the buckets they're putting the ice in, and even the stings are making the ice in, probably not the cleanliest.
Oh God!
So that's where I'm thinking that, because when I went to Greece, I thought I was gonna end up speaking like RFK Jr. It was just like it was really really bad. Yeah. But yes, sorry.
No, okay.
You're in Malia, and
so so it's about 4 a.m. at this point, and I'm like, right, I think I need to call it a day here. Mm-hmm. So I walk up the strip. I'm roasting, right? But again, you're in Malia and you're like, okay, maybe it is just the heat because it gets really warm at night time. So I'm walking up the strip like plumbing it, going home. I'm like, right, we're getting into this room. We're going straight to bed, right? And I think I had such a bake on me because I felt so unwell that literally nobody was even stopping me in the street at this point. They were just like, she's
on a mission.
Yeah. So get into the room. Luckily, we have ice lollies in the freezer, so I whap them out and like put them like on my head, melted, like straight away. And I was like, "You're
melted from the heat of your face."
Yes, from the heat of my body.
I take it you didn't unwrap the ice lolly.
No.
Really weird. But
no, but yeah, I was the temperature of the literal sun.
That's wild,
isn't it? And I was like, "There's something not right here." So I was like, "Do you know what? We'll go to sleep it off. It's fine." 4 days pass, right? It's getting worse.
And then I hope you obviously moved from your bed during the time.
No, I didn't move from bed for 4 days. The girls had to get me food and all.
That's mad.
Because I couldn't get up. When I got up, I was like, I'm going to faint, boke, or like, die. Yeah. Like the bed's going to swallow me. The bed's going to swallow me up.
Yeah.
But so then I was ringing my mum. Bless, my mum was ready to book a flight out to Greece and get me. And I was like, you're not doing that.
Yeah.
I was like, no. So anyway, got the holiday insurance going, and I had to, so we had quadded all the way down to there's a clinic on the strip.
Right, okay.
And I kid you not, this is exactly what happened. I sat down on the wee bed. She goes, right, like, open your mouth for me, right? And do you ever get it when you're, like, your tonsils are so swollen, like, you can't actually do it without, like, gagging or, like, coughing, right? I opened my mouth, and she just screamed in my face. She went, ah!
Serious?
And I was like, I'm done for. Like, the doctor screamed in my face. Like, there's something wrong.
Yeah.
Like, and then they got me on a drip. Liquid gold.
Really? Unreal.
Within like that evening, I could get up and walk again, and was like, oh, I feel like a new person.
Healed? Yeah.
But I was on antibiotics and stuff. It wasn't fun.
And did that mean you couldn't obviously drink?
Couldn't drink, and then it was my birthday, and I couldn't drink. My 21st birthday in Malia, and I couldn't drink.
So what did you? And you're still working during that time? No, you just had to
I couldn't work.
Wow.
Because your shift is from like 10 or 11 till about 4 or 5 in the morning.
It was, in terms of actually working out there, it was a good crack.
Oh, here, I was raging because it was actually so much fun. Like, it's so good because you're getting to chat to everybody, you're having the crack, everyone's in a good mood.
What's your actual job? Like, I take it you're promoting
so,
on the street?
See that annoying person on the street that shouts at you to come into the club?
You.
That was me.
€545. Yeah.
I literally, there was one point where I was, you can't leave the pavement, right?
Okay.
So I was just grabbing people and I was like, right into the queue, literally.
Is there some sort of like referral thing? No, just like, you just do it.
You just kind of do it. Yeah. But good fun nonetheless. Yeah. But
what club were you working for?
Zigzag.
Oh, okay.
Zigzag.
Okay.
The OJ. If you know, you know. If you listen to the last podcast, you'll know.
Oh, have it on the...
Reflex. Reflex was pumping. See when the football was on?
Big spinny table and all.
Hair.
Yeah.
That bar club. Everybody was there.
But I don't like Apollo, which is one of the clubs in Malia.
It's probably... Well, to be fair, that's where all like the artists go.
Oh, really?
Because there was like RD.
Just the fat bird from Liverpool in that club. So did.
Pardon? What?
No, it was.
Hold on a minute, let's rewind.
Elaborate.
It was, so this is what, 2022? No, 2023. Yeah, 2023. And to be honest, morale was low. It was like, there was a lot of single lads, or a lot of taken lads who were just like, come on lads, go get your hole, whatever. And we're like, that's great lads, easy for you to stand and say, you know, women back home waiting for you, and I was like, lads, we need to get the numbers up here. This is ridiculous. So
these are animals.
I went over and started chatting to this girl. I don't even know her name, man, but I was chatting to this girl, and I'm trying to be really careful about what I say.
Yeah, be careful here because I'm gonna rip into you in a second.
She was a lovely girl, really nice, very very nice girl, and there was a lot of small talk, and I went, listen, both of the crack here. Both kiss, goodbye, see you later. I'm wearing the loo here. Oh, no. Slip into the night. like smoke in the wind. I'm away.
To be fair, you do have to do those things.
Yeah,
sometimes,
yeah.
don't you?
There was once I was in Thompson's and a girl told me she loved me, and I was like, hey, I'm just gonna go to the toilet here.
Oh,
No.
she told you.
She told me she loved me.
you.
She just literally just looked me in the eyes and went, I love you, and I went,
There's an iconic picture of us in Limelight with you. And
oh man. She probably listens to this podcast.
Oh.
Connie's gonna hate all this chat, by the way, but it's fine. Sorry, Connie. There's basically the photo is like Aaron, his girlfriend, and Ben are standing there, and in the background, I'm getting tore into a meal. But
Right.
no, it is not in this wall, and it never will be.
I hope we'll just like put on a big poster.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
even know what
big
photo they're
billboard.
talking about. Like,
Big
but
man, and mad. That would be a step above Peace Worldwide. Would be
that's my next plan.
he's plotting his
a
next
step
plan.
above Peace Worldwide would be a photo of me kissing some random.
Oh, I hate.
I'm talking full billboard.
Heard that.
No,
Actually,
I'm not
that
telling.
hair
I'm not telling you to
have
do it because
now.
it's. But like, even if you photoshopped it, would be quite funny.
There's too many like videos / photos of just maybe in a glue bag on the night out. And I'm
Okay.
just like, no.
But Zigzag's good. Is Zigzag the one with like this sort of stripper poles in the middle?
Yeah.
Just like these big massive poles.
Yeah.
There was a guy when we
Love
went.
it.
Yeah, there was a guy when we went on holiday who like quiet guy in the group, wouldn't expect it from him. Magic Mike. Like, whoa, bro.
No.
Whoa.
People are feral on holiday.
Yeah.
Like you're living a double life out there.
Yeah.
It's actually kind
And
of
it's
terrifying.
it's
though.
people you least expect.
Oh, 100%.
Just like they turn on like Spanish Buzz Lightyear, they just turn it on and it's
Yeah.
game over. You
No,
have to
it's-
force them on the ground and put your finger in them.
It's actually,
And oh no.
It's feral.
To turn them.
feral.
Yeah, but sorry, you went there. So yeah, pretty much. So then, did you just be like, "Let's call it quits here, come home"?
I literally, well, no, so I stuck it out.
Okay.
I was like, I'm going to stick this out. I actually didn't want to go home. I convinced Dave to stay an extra week.
And did they pay for your accommodation when you're working there?
No, so you get a workers' accommodation, which is
Yeah,
like
yeah.
cheaper than, it was actually really cheap.
Oh,
for
so
what
you
it was.
still pay for it, but it's
Yeah,
really,
yeah.
really cheap.
But like
Okay.
basically like you, from what you earn, obviously like it's enough to like live off out there pretty much, because you're getting pretty much free drinks.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, but obviously I wasn't, because I didn't work,
Yes.
because I'm an
Yeah.
idiot and got
Yeah.
tonsillitis.
And
but
when
anyway.
that happens, not being this sounds ridiculous when I say, is there sick pay, Malia?
Is there sick
But like,
pay?
like, and you know, and
No, unfortunately
they were
not.
just like,
to be fair,
sorry.
to be fair, like I was kind of loving my life. I was like, I'm just having a long holiday.
Yeah. And I don't have a ticket home, and I'm just kind of
Yeah, and I'm chilling.
I'm gonna get straight working.
But yeah, but it kind of sucked though, and it was on my birthday, and all the girls were out at work. I was like, this sucks. I'm sitting here by myself on my 21st birthday
In the house.
in the gaff with no one to speak to.
Yeah.
That bit sucked. Like,
In terms of like, did I tell you about, I've talked about this on the podcast, but there's a story of I was in Albufeira this year and we just saw some boy die. Do you hear about this?
I don't know.
We were outside a club and just another guy hit another guy and just killed him.
It's terrifying. Like,
I really did not like the Albufeira nightlife whatsoever.
yeah. Well,
it was just
Albufeira
like,
seems to be a popular one for
It
this
was
year.
it was so popular this year, and like,
Does
was
it live up to the
just-
hype?
I felt safer in Malia.
Yeah, yeah. Malia is safe only because it's like smaller. I don't know how big
Small
Albufeira
and
is,
like
but
it's our villa, which is definitely villa was great, but
yeah, it's quite far out. You were saying
it was like not a good 10-minute walk
yeah.
from the new town, and it was just like there's I think you're not a Star Wars person.
No, not
There's
really.
a place in Star Wars called Mos Eisley Cantina, and in the movie they describe it as like this hive of scum and villainy, and like just walking down the streets, just like people like you literally don't know if people are alive or dead. Like just it was like a zombie film, and you're just like, oh, this is grim.
Yeah.
Like, and I'd someone died. I was like, I'm just happy to go home. Now, what I will say, Uber Eats out there, delivery is like 10 cents, so you can order whatever you want. It's like if you're buying a McDonald's and it's a €5, you're paying €5, 10 cents, whatever for not, for your.
I didn't think about Uber Eats when I was out there.
I lived off it. I think
class.
I spent €120 on Uber Eats when I was there.
Do you know what? That's not even that bad. I think
Because
that's fair enough.
especially in a villa where like there was a good half an hour walk away, and you're going, but like,
do you
why
know
would I
what, could you
bother
be
if I can
bothered,
just
like-
order all my stuff to the gaff?
I think that's fair enough.
Even like groceries, you could order like Uber Eats groceries and stuff.
No.
Very, very good.
I know that's the thing. Like, well, we got the quad, obviously, which was
Yeah.
really good, really handy. Yeah, because you, again, like, if you can't be bothered to go to the end of the road,
You can
just
quad up.
skirt. And then you're going down the strip, going down to the beach on your quad.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
it saves so much time. But, like, also at the same time, you could probably get too used to the quad, if you know what I'm saying.
Are you gonna go back next year, do you think?
Do you know,
Try and get revenge.
Try
over
do it
Tonsillitis?
properly?
Yeah.
I was thinking about it. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's up in the air at the minute, but
See, I'm
Dunno.
kind of looking at a non-strip based holiday next year.
that's fair enough.
What's this? Do you know what I'd love to do?
what?
I'd love to do Disneyland, man. Not
I'll tell you where we can get Disneyland. France.
Paris when we surprise Ben Davis
Oh!
and say,
Hair.
So we
you see my pale
we
Mickey
wrote
Mouse?
that into that.
Yeah.
And the boys do something else.
Yeah.
I think.
I've always wanted to go back to Disneyland or Disney World. What's it?
What one, America or Paris?
Either, to be fair. Well, I did the Florida one when I was like 4, but like
I
I
did
don't
Florida
remember.
one this year again. I was wanting like going, the boys need, like, honestly, I was going, see a lad's holiday here. Like, I could die a happy man. Like, just like doing the rides and being like, this is just so much crack.
See the essence of the fast pass though, right?
Yes, we didn't pay for fast pass this year at all.
You what?
Usually we pay for fast
Oh,
pass.
yeah?
Didn't this year at all.
Oh.
Which has its downsides, has its, you know,
Aye.
it's like anything. Sometimes like there's no one in the ride queue anyway, so you'll just walk on. Sometimes maybe you wait half an hour, but it's not half an hour. You might say half an hour, but it's 15 minutes, so it's not that bad. But then there's one in Universal called Hagrid's Mystical Journey, Forbidden Journey or something. It's genuinely the greatest amusement park ride.
All the Harry Potter stuff.
It's like you're on his sidecar and motorbike, and all the noises are coming out, and absolutely amazing ride. But there's no pass for it, and the queue was 2.5 hours.
No.
Because there's no fast pass. If you want to do it, you just have to queue, and it's one of those rides you gotta do it when you're there.
Yeah.
So this is like 9:30 at night. I was, I'm 20 years old now. I it was 9:30 at night. I threw a strop because
Temper tantrum.
I wanted to go on the Spider-Man ride and was promised, yes, on the way out we'll do the Spider-Man ride. Then we
You
were
a
like,
toddler.
yeah, well, I
want to go on the
I was
Spider-Man.
like, we were coming back, but I was like, I just want to do it today because it's a great ride. And then it got to like 9:30, and my dad was like, we'll queue for Hagrid here, and I'm going, but the rides stop at 10.
Do they stop at 10?
If you're in the queue, you're fine.
Oh,
But,
right.
like,
But like you can't
Your
queue
shuts
after
at
10.
10
Right.
and that's you're gone. I'm going, this is 2.5 hours. It's gonna be like close to 11 o'clock by the time we're, or after, by the time we're off this ride. And he was like, all right, we'll do Spider-Man another day. And I just thought, this is just the worst. No, I did the ride, but like, that was absolutely unbelievable. But it was,
But I'm too angry to admit it right now.
Yeah.
Like,
but yeah, I'm trying to get away from a strip-based holiday because
Aye.
it's just,
you know, that's fair
That's
enough.
great.
That's what I'm kind of thinking at the minute.
wee city break.
I think the boys do. Well, I just said a break, or the boys do it in advance, very cheap, but get some money out of what do you call it? Not full board. What do you call it?
Half-board?
What do you call it? All inclusive.
All inclusive would be class.
I want the boys need to go to a villa. If they were like, I couldn't do a
Aye.
hotel. It'd have to be a villa because you just the freedom is just unparalleled. You pay a wee bit extra, you get extra. You know what I mean?
Guys, the Red Bulls.
Don't worry.
Excuse me.
But
Just don't let Miss Nornan say it.
yeah, speaking of Miss Northern Ireland, I was want to come back
Excuse
to that.
me.
I just want to come back to Miss Northern Ireland. So,
Aye.
day of the final,
Mm-hmm.
what happens?
Okay, so there's a final weekend, which is so much fun. It's like a big girly sleepover. It's great, right?
Right, yeah.
So you
Where do they put you up?
in the Europa. So it's in the Europa, like the whole thing's in the Europa, so you stay there. And so you go in, I'm trying to remember. So you go in and you do some practice for your catwalk in the morning. And then, we got to go to dinner at New Delhi because they're one of the sponsors. And then
Okay, yeah,
Horatio Todd's, which is where I got my heat, they treated us to lunch. And then, so that's one of the days. And then basically it's just rehearsals pretty much for the final. So there's a dress rehearsal it was on Monday night, so Sunday night was a dress rehearsal. but we got given our numbers a week before, and I was number 1.
So what is there?
There's an order.
As in like
So
of where they think you're gonna be placed?
No,
Or
like,
just like
of where you go on stage, because there's it's a whole show. Like, it's really good, right? So Rent and Rotate is also one of our sponsors. Shout out to them.
Okay.
So you go and like model their stuff. So the dress rehearsal was very chaotic because obviously, you know, Rebecca McKinney and Aaron Butler were hosting it, right?
Rebecca McKinney's one from Cool FM, isn't she?
Yeah, she's so lovely. They're both so nice. So they were hosting it. But obviously in dress rehearsal, like, it was very much like, we're just going to do it really quick. And because I was number 1, I was like, where's my shoes? Where's my dress? I was running around. But like on the night, like, it was actually, it flowed so well. I was like, guys, this is great. Nobody was stressing, to be fair. Like, it was just really nice. It was just really nice to spend time with everyone properly.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
So what have you to come? What have you to come out and do?
What do you mean?
Like if you're number 1, so like.
Oh, right,
if you're
okay.
out first, what do you do?
Right, so number 1, you walk out. So we have 3 outfits to change into. So you
Okay.
have a black cocktail dress, and then you have your Rent and Rotate dress, and then you have your big ball gown
Okay.
at the end, right? So you walk out, and I'd like introduce the whole thing,
Yeah.
right? Oh, but on they were live streaming it, right?
Yeah.
And they had to.
Did you speak and everything?
Yeah, like I
Okay,
was
okay.
speaking,
Yeah.
right? So it was like a microphone, like a big stand and all, right? But when we did the dress rehearsal, the microphone was to my height, right? So I was like, okay, class, like, because I'm number 1, they're just gonna adjust it. No, it was all the way like down like here, and I hadn't practiced how to fix the the stand.
You getting PTSD? Fixing
Yeah,
the microphone?
yeah. So I was trying to fix it, and like Victoria was like, Rachel, like your left hand, and I was like really panicking because like in the moment, like I was like, I have no clue what I'm doing here. But yeah, so once we got past that palaver, like I was just like, hello everybody, welcome to the Miss Northern Ireland Gala final.
Yeah.
And then you go back and you do your, maybe I didn't do a pose. Oh yeah, you pose. And then they're playing your video. So when I got through to the final, I made like an Instagram reel. So that was playing in the background, which is actually quite nice.
Yeah.
And then you go back and everybody does that throughout everybody eating their dinner, which is really fun.
Right.
And then...
how many people are here for this?
How
many people are like here for this?
It's a lot of people.
Right.
Like, I have no clue how much, like, I don't know, there's a good few tables though, like
okay.
It's in the Europa, it's in like the main room.
Yeah.
But okay, and then you go and do your Rent and Rotate. So this is like your fashion show walk. Do you know what I mean? And then you do your like your pageant walk. Do you know what I mean? It's all very.
And then is there much like, who's gonna?
Well, yeah. So
because the weekend, like you're like, oh.
Like you're having fun, like you're all having the crack, and then you realize they're doing like the top 15 or top whatever. So, I think I was the second person to be called up, and you had to prepare like an answer for like what would make you a great Miss Northern Ireland, and like do you ever get everything you've thought about that whole entire weekend
out the window? Yeah.
Because I prepared like an answer, and then as soon as I got on stage, I was like.
Don't know. Give it to someone else.
Yeah, I was like,
yeah.
No, but and then you say that, and then they do obviously like the big, they have like a big chair for like the top 3, and then they announce them, and it was great.
And so, do you know where you came then?
So I was in the top 15, and then, but I'm not sure like.
Then they whittle it down, and you.
And then
yeah.
But I was listen, I've made it here. That's
an
achievement in itself. But
absolutely.
Okay. It seems honestly like ages ago, but it was only in May. That was like months ago though. I was thinking about this the other day.
Somewhat even like all your holiday and Tonsillitis.
That seems like so. Like I think from that competition till now, like there's been so much
has gone on
growth and everything. Like it's crazy, but in a good way, if you know what I mean. Like great. But
is it the sort of thing would you enter it again? Would you do it again, or would you be like maybe take a couple of years out, maybe do it again? Or
like I feel like. I would definitely, I'm obviously encouraging other people to do it, for sure. But, see, I was thinking about doing it again, but then I was like, I'm going into final year of uni. I was like, oh, I don't know. Because I'd want to do it.
Is there an age range for it?
I don't know. Well.
Or like, some of the girls like in the 30s.
You can, I think it's like 18 to, maybe it is 18 to 30. I'm not actually sure. Okay. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah.
Not sure. But mostly it's like 18 to late 20s.
Yeah, fair. So, who knows?
Who knows?
Could be on the cards.
Could be. We never know.
And are you doing Fight Night again this year?
Oh, I am. Yes. I was actually at training last night doing the
media stuff.
Yeah.
I thought for a second I was like, "Are you fighting?" I was like, "That's mad."
No, I know everyone was like, I was like, "I'm going to training here," and my mum was like, "What?" I was like, no, I'm not actually fighting here.
Videos though. Yeah. Need to get the boys a table.
I know.
Get the boys up a table.
Get a table.
It's very expensive. Yeah.
I know it is very expensive.
It's like I looked. It would be. I'd have a custom dole suit and everything. Because I had looked at a table last year for potentially get the boys going.
Yeah.
And
how much even?
It's like 120 or 130 pounds or something.
How many people is that to a table though? 10 or something?
10, but I don't know.
13 quid a person?
Yes, because that could be okay. But I was there, and then I was like, I don't know, I have 10 minutes to go to this. But do you know what it is? I think I'd have to have skin in the game by a table. But after, if Ben Lonsdale, shout out, was fighting or something, or even Marty, who's on the podcast a lot, he's that guy there with the bald filter on. It's probably a better photo somewhere. There, wrestling the crocodile, much better. We had tried to encourage him to do it this year, and I thought he was going to, and he didn't bite, but I would have loved to do that because that would be really funny. Just to see him get his knock his malt in.
The fighters will be released hopefully today.
Oh really?
I have got the fighter list, so I have to release them today or tomorrow.
Like if I knew anybody who was doing it, I would think about entering, but I don't think I do. So sorry lads. Also before we wrap up, did your dad win that thing?
Here.
Was it him?
Oh my God. No, everybody keeps sending me this clip,
okay.
Right? And my brother's getting it, my sister's getting it, being like, "Is this your dad?"
Yeah.
And I go, "Dad, like, did you enter this thing?" And he was like, "I don't know, what are you talking about?" And I was like, "Right, well, you clearly didn't then."
So
know if you entered it, like.
Tea with Me did a giveaway for like a lawnmower 5.0, 6.0, whatever 0.0 they're on.
Yeah,
so
what was it?
It's like it's for shaving down below. Shave down below.
Right.
And
okay.
Basically they did some sort of giveaway or something. It was like it's Manscaped.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all them. So they were giving away one of their razors or something, and it was like comment, my balls are clean or whatever it is down below. And I remember you saying to me before that your dad had done football with like Shane and stuff like that, and then I heard this and Shane said, "Oh, I wonder if that's the same Ian Brady that I used to play football with or whatever." And I was like, because they were like, "Winners Ian Brady." I knew your dad's name was Ian, and I was like, "I could." So I sent it to you and was like, "I'm pretty sure this is your dad."
You were the first person to say it to me.
Because I was listening to it earlier or whatever, and I was like, I'm pretty sure that's Rachel's dad.
Yeah, I was like, there's another Eamon Brady. We need to meet him.
Who may also do work for Hollywood Football Club.
Yeah, who may also work for Hollywood Football Club.
Who knows?
Who actually knows? But anyway,
maybe
we'll meet you one day, Eamon.
Yeah, but shout out to Eamon for getting his his shaver. But
God.
Joe, it'd be nice if we give away with good barbecue soon. Give away yeah.
Tell us more about this.
This is so there'll be an ad right in here. You can pay us more if you want more. No, I'm joking. Thanks for what but it's a barbecue company that I went down and did a video for about a month or two ago. Yeah. Time's flown past but they're good sponsors. So after I'll have to record the ad read because movie magic. It's not all done in real time, folks.
I know this is class.
But yeah, they sent the CB bottles out the other week, and they're top quality gear you're getting there, folks.
Top quality.
Buy a raffle ticket for their raffle.
Buy one now.
But yeah, so have you got anything else coming up? That you can talk about, obviously.
Have you got anything else coming up? Well, I did sign with ACA Models, guys.
Wowza.
Wow, I know. That was like a... Do you ever get a...
Did they approach you for that?
Well, so after the Miss Northern Ireland... So Miss Northern Ireland is run by ACA.
Oh, okay.
So after, I was on a high after the whole thing ended, and Victoria grabbed me and was like, "We want to sign you." And I literally, I thought I was going to,
Yeah.
I was like...
Yeah,
what? Sorry?
Yeah.
What? So, I signed with them, a couple of weeks ago. So I think, hopefully, we'll have a few shoots coming up, guys. Oh! If you see me in a Jet 2 magazine...
Yes, I saw this in your private story. So did you do model work for Jet 2 or something?
So it was for Moon Watches.
Right,
which is
the Jet 2 are obviously.
So I think they obviously, So they actually did. They've got their stuff in Cannes at the minute. Is that France or something? Can?
Oh,
I don't know.
I was
Can?
thinking like can.
On
I
a
was
can.
like, why
On a
would
Red
you
Bull
ever-
can, no.
Why advertise
In
on watching a
can.
can, but weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you signed with them and you've.
So that wasn't through ACA, unfortunately, because I'm an agent and I should have.
Okay, gone through that. Yeah.
But anyway, it was the opportunity, and I was like,
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Understandable.
But yeah, I loved it. It was so much fun. So yeah, if you saw me in a Jet 2 magazine.
So signed with ACA and then just.
Yeah,
you're
hopefully
just,
I've got
college
a.
you're just turning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've got something next week. I actually don't know if I can
Yeah.
talk about it because it's like we'll have to see.
I love that. I love
We'll have
chatting.
to
I
see.
don't know what you're talking about this, guys.
Don't know.
Love that.
Yeah, but
Love that.
next week. Yeah.
I say stuff like that and it's like a stupid sketch. It never gets made. It's like, don't know what I can talk about this,
Don't
but
know what I can talk about
there's a sketch coming.
Yeah.
Might not even.
Yeah.
Never happened.
But yeah.
I meant to be on a podcast next week. Don't know if I can talk about it. Absolutely can.
You'll
But
be on. Oh.
I have a couple of podcast gigs coming up. Two.
Yeah, you've got.
Two.
Oh, two. Yeah, you.
Still
two.
got
Two. Yeah.
Well, 2 years a couple.
It's more than
2
one.
years a couple.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
It's more than one. Yes.
Slay. Well,
know.
see if you could have like one person, like if there's a dream person you'd have on your podcast, who would it be?
Oh. Genuinely, Gosling. Gosling or Gyllenhaal. Probably up there, in that they both are just really fun guys.
Yeah. I was thinking about this the other
Regardless
day,
of
right?
whether you listen to Taylor Swift.
So I was like, no, it's okay. I was like, do you ever get really nervous when you're bringing a guest on? Like,
if I don't know them that well, only because I am fearful that I won't be able to chat to them for an hour, and then I'll be
fair.
like, I have nothing else to talk about with you.
Yeah, you've got nothing else to say.
And that's so awkward. If
Has it ever
not,
happened?
no, it's happened where I've ran out of stuff to talk about,
Yeah.
and
You just improvise.
so it's improvised and it's worked and it's been fine, and you've got to do an hour. Not that, and I'm a firm believer of like you don't always have to make it to an hour. Like
Aye.
45, anywhere between 45, 50 to an hour's fine. But like, there's definitely been times where I've gone, I've maybe booked a guest. And I actually can't fault any guest. All guests
Oh,
of
really?
recent have been great, like really,
Awesome.
really good. I can only, in the 110-ish episodes of this podcast, I'm going to only think of like 2 guests that I'm like, I'm not interested in never speaking to you again.
Well, name them right
No,
now.
I-
Name
yeah,
not.
yeah.
Expose yourself.
But like no, and it's certainly been no one in the past like year. So like it's people that have all been like everyone's been sound,
Yeah.
but it's probably like a Gosling or like a Gyllenhaal, and I wouldn't even want to chat to them about movies or anything. It would probably just be like, or not even their work. It would just be like, so chat guys, I think we get on really well. Say that, they'll probably hate me. But would you ever start a podcast?
I would love to do a
Talk
podcast.
2 inspired you at all?
Huh?
Talk 2? Do you know what that is? You don't know what Talk 2 is? Have you seen Hawk 2? I'll educate you after on
Yeah,
Hawk 2.
explain that
Yeah,
after. No. But I would.
Basically, it's this
like-
girl that started a podcast.
Oh.
Yeah.
No,
not
'cause-
like she's the first one ever to do it.
Yeah, the
but
first person. No.
She went viral and then started a podcast.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, because me and my friend Josh, we had a uni assignment to do, and as part of his uni assignment, he did a podcast, and that was the episode that we were talking about my holiday boyfriend.
Oh, yeah.
I actually can't believe I put that up.
Yeah.
I was looking back, being like, Rachel, that's so rare. For
But
you.
it's, yeah, I think it's,
like that was rogue.
people like it though. I think it's
Here,
like
the
hearing like the tea and
TikTok
the,
as well of me in the wedding dress. Do you remember that one?
what was that one?
Remember the TikTok of me? It was like in a wedding dress going down the corridor, being like, when your holiday boyfriend comes all the way from Scotland. To see
I may remember this. I
you.
can't remember.
I remember you commented on it being like, what?
Oh, I think I might have commented on this and been like,
Every-
this is mad.
Everybody was like,
Because it was quite soon
was
after the
quite soon
podcast, and I was
after.
like, this is wild. Did you post
no,
post
because
this?
me and my sister were having a gig. My mum's wedding dress was in my grandparents' house,
Mm-hmm.
right? And my sister was like, oh, for a gig, like, put it on.
Yeah.
So I was like, right, okay, fine. And then my sister was like, here, like, film a TikTok. This is if you haven't seen this, it's got nearly 3,000 views, which is not
really?
a lot. Like that one.
Oh, yeah, I do remember this.
Do you know within
Yeah.
10 minutes of that going up, he saw it?
It's been sent to him, it still happens.
No,
probably, isn't
he did find it funny, in fairness.
Probably,
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
But anyway, what was the point of this? The podcast, yeah.
Yes,
I would actually...
Would you start a podcast?
I actually would start a podcast, yeah. But you know what it is? It's all the editing and all afterwards.
See, there's people I know that do podcasts and stuff that just pay someone to just do it.
Oh,
all,
really?
But it's also quite expensive.
Yeah.
Like, you're talking like 60, 70 quid every time.
fair. I know,
Which
because I've got
people don't have
YouTube
money
videos
for.
to go up,
Yeah.
and I'm a wee bit behind.
It would be nice. It'd be nice if it was easy as. Well, I suppose. I mean, this is quite complex in terms of like there's multiple cameras and blah blah blah. Whereas if you just have one camera, it's not that bad. But would love to do that one day. But yeah, would you probably?
I would if I had the setup. Like, this is class. Do you know what I mean? If I had the setup and the time, I probably would think about it.
Yeah.
I have thought about it.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I forgot to mention this up top. This is on my notes. I forgot about it. We're now also on Queen's Radio, so that means on a Thursday at 12 p.m. I believe is the slot that the Dolecast was given. You can head over to Queen's Radio station, and the Dolecast will be playing from Queen's Radio. Yeah, so maybe you're listening to it right now
Queen's Radio
on Queen's Radio station, and you're hearing me talk in real time about Queen's Radio station. You're going, this is the greatest thing that's ever happened in my life.
I got a sour one.
It has sorted out.
Wait, it has its own, like...
So, like, the way, like, a radio station would have, like, a show on. The Dolecast is technically a show on Queen's Radio.
Here, that's class.
Yeah, so you can now watch it YouTube, Spotify, on Thursdays at 12 on Queen's Radio. But thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
really I've thoroughly enjoyed this.
Yeah. Thanks to Queen's Radio for letting us use your studio and stuff.
Thank you. Who knows?
Thanks to Door Barbecue Co. for sponsoring this episode. Get your tickets to the roast battle on the 18th of October at the OES Centre, so you can watch me castrate John Devlin on stage.
Castrate.
That's what I was looking for. But yes.
Don't be saying that.
Don't worry, man. I'm playing possum. Right. Thanks very much, Rachel. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
See you later. Goodbye.